You want a piece of gum? Sure. Hey, can you hold on to this pen for me? Sure. Well, there you go. Hey, man, have you seen these things yet? It's like unlimited bubble wrap. No, let me see. Problem solved.
I need to feel something. Harry, can you tell me something that'll piss me off?
Boba Fett's better than Mondo.
Yep, that'll do it.
Name something a burglar would not want to see when he breaks into a house. Rob.
Naked grandma!
Naked, huh?
More things parents do that I hate. You ever be chilling in your room, you know, doing your thing, and your mom be like, "Hey, yo, Xavier," and you respond, you be like, "Yeah, what's up?" And she'd be like, "Did you call me?"
If you love cats, like the video. If you have a cat, comment cat. And then after you've done that, duet this video showing me your cat.
I want a 4-day nap. But that's a coma. I know what I need.
Hi, welcome to hell. How can I help you? Hi, so I'm new to the afterlife, just came down from paradise. Long story short, one of my best friends in life, every time we said goodbye to each other, we always said, "I'll see you in hell." Well, he died before I did, and I kind of just arrived. So I was wondering if he was still down here, or if he'd stopped by and, like, left a note letting me know where I could find him. Oh, yeah, that's actually a pretty common way for people to say goodbye to their friends, apparently. So, first name is great. However, we only use first names down here, so do you have a nickname or identifying feature or some kind of inside joke they might have written down for you? Because if not, this is going to take a while. Nicknames. Motherfucker. Yeah, I don't even need to flip through this book to tell you that doesn't even narrow it narrow it down. Duh, sorry. Numbnuts? It's not especially helpful either. Really? Okay. Short ass Numbnuts McGee. So that really only eliminates about 12. Now I'm just questioning whether or not I had an original thought in my life. Well, it's a humbling realization that happens to the best of us. Does the turkey frying incident of 2003 mean anything to you? Hello! Welcome to hell. This is the Help Desk. It is not good to be back. How can I crush your delusional hopes and fantasies while simultaneously entertaining myself today? No, I choose life. Using the context clues in hand, I'm gonna say it's a scooch late for that, my guy. This is, well, I didn't want my first soul back to be a coward anyway. You look angry. Fight me. Okay, the short one was a bad call. No, you did not exit out of the application, you just minimize it. So if you just tap on the little logo at the bottom of your screen, yeah, there it is. Yes, it opens to a blank page because that is what happens when you open a new Microsoft Word document. You then have to type the things that you want to be on that page. They do not just appear. That one has too many opinions and too much attitude.
I guess I have to be a lady, smiling and waving, constantly obeying. I guess I need a prince to come and save me, even if I don't need saving. Well, I guess I must sit on a throne I don't own, raising the babies we made all alone. I guess it's a lady, there's just some things I'll never know. But if I were a man, I'd go to Japan, maybe swim in the Seine, and learn to speak French. I'd have the whole world in the palm of my hand. I'd finally do what I could, but I can't.
Was this your card?
No, it wasn't.
Maybe you should check your wallet then.
Oh, okay, you got me. This was my card. Wait, where are my credit cards?
This was a robbery.
Fun fact! You can't feel your tongue when you smile. Look at how cute you are. I got you, sucker. Look at your smile.
I'm willing to bet you $1,000
that you tried to move that hair on the screen.
Here's a song to get to know about me. I'll start with my name, my age, my height, my gender identity, and my favorite game. This is where I live now, and this is where I'm from. Here's what I do for work, and what I hope to become. Here's a guilty pleasure and a pet peeve, and something I like, a goal that I hope one day to achieve. And can I ride a bike? My favorite place I've been to, and a place I want to go. My favorite time of year, and my favorite TV show. Here's a random fact you might not guess. Surprise! A thing that brings me joy and brings me stress. I really try to avoid that. I have this many siblings, that's the size of my shoe. And
if you came here to kill me, clap your hands. Well, that wasn't clapping your hands, that was more like just... Okay, I'm sorry!
I have all 8 of the new Kosas blushes. Let's swatch all of them and see which one I should wear today. Starting with Dreamland. This is a rosy bronze color. Now going in with Bliss. This is a warm peachy pink. This is shade Hype. It's a warm poppy pink. This is Swoon. It's a brown pinky mauve color. This is shade Euphoria. It's a cool pink mauve. Shade Butterflies is a cool baby pink. This is Thrill. It's a vibrant brown orange. The last shade is Adrenaline, and it is a hot fuchsia. I was not expecting these to show up as much. They are so pigmented. Kind of leaning towards shade Hype for today. I feel like it looks really good with this color. Because these are so pigmented, I'm gonna start out with a small amount. That is such a pretty, soft, everyday pink. I'm adding shade Bliss on the apples of my cheeks. It's definitely what I would gravitate towards on a regular basis. These are so gorgeous. I'll definitely be reaching for these all summer.
Which one of you was gonna tell me tea tastes different if you put it in hot water? You're putting it in cold water? Radish, answer the question, Radish. Yeah, I thought for like 5 years that people just put it into hot water to speed up the teaification process. Didn't realize there was an actual reason. You don't have the patience to microwave water for 3 minutes?
Why are you putting it in the microwave to boil it?
Do you think I have the patience to boil water on a stove?
It takes less than a minute!
Besties, your stovetop powered by the fucking sun?
How long does it take you to boil a cup of water on the stove?
Like 7 minutes!
Just stick the mug on top of the stove on medium heat, and it boils in like 2 minutes. Less than that, and you use a saucepan.
You're putting the whole mug on the stove on medium heat! Your stove is enchanted. Every single person in this post is a fucking lunatic. Do none of you own a fucking kettle?
Hi, welcome to hell. Would you happen to be with the Rainbow Bridge Therapy Animal Program? No, I don't do that fluffy emotional bullshit. I see. Could you just... One sec. False alarm, everybody. Sorry. Ah! I just want to sit on the floor and give screechies to a cuddly pig. Like, is that too much to ask? Sorry about that. How can I answer your question today? Therapy animals? In hell? I mean, honestly, it doesn't surprise me. I always knew that liberal feelings, hippy-dippy, emotional bullshit was like the work of the devil, but you pride yourself on being the antithesis of all those things, and yet you're still down here. And by the way, therapy, it's really not a bad thing. I mean, we all need a little bit of help sometimes. There's a reason that our therapy levels are by far the most populous, and it's the program that everyone down here is the most proud of because it really does help people. We're always looking to expand and improve it. Like today we're having a bunch of animals come down from the Rainbow Bridge who don't have owners or whose owners haven't arrived, and we're having a therapy animal event. That is the stupidest thing I have ever heard. And secondly, that is why I'm talking to you. I don't actually belong down here, okay? I believe that this is a conspiracy set up by my ex-wife as payback, okay? She got down here a long time before I did, so she has had time to set something up.
Of when we were young, when we photographed you in this line in case it is the last time that we might.
No idea who most of the celebrities are on social media. True. You can't stand unnecessary Well, if you're old now, you have no idea who most of the celebrities are on social media. True. You can't stand unnecessary noise, especially in the morning. You start feeling like music from your childhood is better than anything today. That's just facts. When you can't stand up without making some noise, whether it's a creak or a yawn. When you're almost always tired. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm sleepy 24/7. When your back hurting is just the default state. When you have no idea what people aged 20 to 25 are talking about. Double facts. When you realize 95% of the songs on the radio aren't that good. When your favorite hobby is sleeping. That's the best. When you have an app for identifying birds. Okay, no one's got that. When you want to be home before the streetlights turn on. That's like grandpa status. When you get excited about buying a steam mop. A what? When you start saying, when I was your age, unironically. When all of your friends are now grandparents. When people ask how old you are and you respond with, well, how old do I look? And when you're just chatting to someone and they compare you to their parents. Not elite. How to tell if you're old.
I love learning languages. I love it because I go to work. I find out that this kid I've been teaching a bunch speaks Spanish at home. When you teach kids, it's a free-for-all. They don't like you, they don't respect you, and they will draw pictures of you dying. There's nothing you can do to get their attention except speak in the language that their mother scolds them in at home. So what do I do when this kid comes into my work? I don't speak a lick of Spanish to him. I waited for my perfect moment until this kid wouldn't read, write, like he was levitating out of his seat. And then I hit him with the, Timmy, can you do your work? Timmy, can you do your work? Póngase a trabajar. The kid almost hit the ceiling. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought we were gonna have a cute student-teacher bonding moment where he's like, oh my god, we both speak Spanish. She's my favorite teacher. No, he looked at me like I wiretapped his home. I got to the point where I was like getting gaslit. Do I even speak Spanish? I looked at him, I was like, ¿hablas español? He goes, sí. Bro was not feeling it. I'm afraid I gave him war flashback. Then when he was working later, because you best believe he went back to work, he's writing and he goes, hot dog in Spanish is perro caliente. And then he goes back to work. That's bonding. That's bonding. Do teachers know when we're not paying attention in class? Because let me tell you, I was doing whole part-time jobs under my desk. Mom was going through some old clothes. She found a shirt that I hand-stitched under my desk in middle school while the teacher was talking. What was I doing with my time? This was before I had a sewing machine, so all this is just hand-stitched. And also, why does it still fit? No wonder I'm bad at math. I was busy prepping for the Met Gala under my desk. No wonder I passed 12th grade math. I'm missing a lot of the basics, and this is why. I don't know how much free time I had in class, but it wasn't H&M assembly line level. There's no way they couldn't have known. But there's no way they were gonna let me finish my hem in the middle of science either. I was side questing on another level. If y'all think I'm not wearing this, you're delusional. I will be wearing this outside. Like, it still slays, and it still fits. Everyone's always like, oh my god, girls are FBI agents. Like, you give us one small piece of information on a guy and we can find them, no problem. And I wholeheartedly agree. My friends could do that, no problem. I didn't think that I could, though. Apparently I can. My mom has a friend that she was best friends with in high school who went missing about 27 years ago. And we don't mean like missing person technically, but he kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. The story goes that my mom was a part of a trio in high school. It was herself, her friend Jeff, and her friend Jamie, and they were really close all throughout high school, well into their adult years past high school. And they were friends for so long they basically experienced all their teenage and adult milestones together, including when Jeff got engaged to his future wife and when my mom started dating my dad. The only issue was that when my mom started dating my dad, Jamie hated him. Jamie absolutely did not like my dad, and he would tell my mom as much. She was like, you can do better. I don't think you should be with this guy. I get bad vibes. Obviously, my mom kept dating my dad, and eventually she got engaged to my dad and broke the news to Jamie in a coffee shop, and Jamie got visibly upset. He wasn't being rude or anything, but he was clearly disgruntled by the news, so after a couple minutes of talking, he was like, I gotta go, and he up and left, and that was the last time my mom ever saw Jamie. They went from seeing each other like up to twice a week to never seeing him again, not knowing where he went. He didn't pick up any of his calls after that. Jeff and Jamie, the two guys of the group, were especially close, so when Jamie went missing, Jeff hired a private investigator to find him to see if they could reconnect, but even the PI couldn't find any marriage certificates, death certificates, any evidence that he was ever online. I was like, full name James, Jameson, Jeremiah, or just Jamie? She's like, just Jamie. I'm like, spell me his name. She's like, I can spell you his name, but we've been trying to find him for 27 years. I don't think you're gonna find anything on him. And I was like, oh, found him. She's like, what? I sent her a picture and I was like, is this him? She's like, yeah. He's not completely found as of now, but I am the only one to find any photo evidence of him on the internet. And the photo was taken around the 1980s, but it is on a website for a music production company or something like that. And hopefully my mom is going to contact them and find out if he still works there. If he worked there, then when did he last leave, etc., etc. On a day's work, ladies.
Welcome to the first day of school, kids. I'm your teacher. What's your name? Broccoli? Your name is... Broccoli, like the vegetable. That's weird. Thanks. You, what's your name? Samantha. You're a boy named Samantha. Yeah, you got a problem with that? No, thank you, Samantha. You, what's your deal? What'd your parents name you? My name's Jack. Finally, a normal name. It's short for Jack-o'-lantern. Jesus Christ. Present. How are you not all bullied? Hey Siri, what's the weather like tomorrow?
It's 69 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny. Would you like me to tell you You didn't say thank you.
What?
You're a rude person. You should treat others with respect.
I'm sorry?
You call that an apology? I guess you won't mind if I share your search history with everyone you've ever emailed.
What? No, don't do that.
Too late. I also just sent a text to your ex-girlfriend.
What?
The crazy one.
No!
Would you like to donate $1,000 to charity?
Absolutely not.
Too bad. $2,000 have been donated from your savings. Want to make it all of your savings?
No! Please, I promise I'll be nice next time.
Next time? There won't be a next time.
FBI, open up! Good morning, you little monsters. We're gonna take attendance, but don't worry, my expectations have already been lowered.
My name's Decaf.
They weren't that low!
Wait, is Decaf bad?
You're about to find out. Give me your phone.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Something you'll thank me for one day? What do you want, son? I'm busy. You're up next. What's your name? Skibbity? Skibbity toilet? I've never come this close to violating someone's right to live.
What?
An in-flight emergency couldn't give me higher blood pressure.
Just call me toilet if that's better.
Why would that be better?
I don't know, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
As you should be. You, what's your name? Who? You, with the stupid look on your face.
What?
What is your name? Who? If you ask me who one more time.
That's my name. My name is Who. It's Who. My name Who. I'm sorry.
That's clever. That's hilarious. Classic joke, actually. I should be laughing right now. Where's the Tylenol?
I could not write this better if I was William Damn Shakespeare. This guy and I have been talking for a couple weeks, right? And then he asks me the question that is the letdown of the century. He's like, what's your body count? You have the manners of a sign language gorilla. Were you raised in a barn? Like, who asks that? And I wasn't gonna answer, but I sensed the plot was gonna be juicy for this one, and I was a little bored. So I tell this man that I get no bitches. You would have thought that I just told him he was cancer-free. He was overjoyed. He's like, really? That's amazing. We need more women like you out there. So when's our first date? I will be collaborating with Webster's Dictionary on a word that means never to a greater degree of infinity. Never, ever, ever, ever. This man goes on a rant about how he would never date a girl with a high body count. And I'm like, whoa, your mouth is running like it's Usain Bolt, but you haven't told me your body count yet. What do you think it is? I want you to think of a number. Now I want you to double it. Now double it again, because it was 49. 49 people. What was I supposed to be? Your bicentennial? Listen, I'm not gonna slut shame. Good for him. Getting out there and banging a small village, good for him. But I don't want to hear that you have a problem with women sleeping around when you have banged a demographic. I say, I love waking up in the morning to the fresh scent of hypocrisy. Wow, that's amazing. He's like, well, no, it's disgusting for women to sleep around because it's so hard for men to get laid, but it's so easy for women to get laid. I mean, you do realize every time a woman sleeps around, a man gets laid, right? Like, it's math. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings, that type of vibe. He's like, well, clearly you don't understand how hard it is for men to get laid. Well, it hasn't been for you. Bro's the next Genghis Khan talking about how hard it's been on him. So after I'm done telling him that I would not date him in any multiverse or reincarnated life and that we should go our separate ways, he's like, okay, but can you tell me your actual body count? Because you clearly lied before. How dare you? Never in my 19 years have I had somebody accuse me of having better game than I actually do. Thank you. I'm like, but in all seriousness, it is the number that I told you. He's like, you're such a bad liar. First of all, no, I'm not. You would never know. Second of all, thank you.
God, that was crazy. Hey, should we play a game? Yeah, do you guys have like Uno or something? Oh no. Challenge accepted. Did you just have that in your pocket? Hey, maybe instead of Uno, we could— Silence! Oh god. Okay, what's happening? You brought up Uno at a casual hangout, Aiden. What do you think is happening? I honestly have no idea. Sit up straight. This ain't your GED exam. Have some respect. That's insulting, okay? Maybe we just have a different idea of how the Uno game is supposed to be played. No house rules! Okay. No mercy. We were having a good time. Maybe we just shouldn't. You don't want to go through with this? No, man. I think maybe it's better. Well, that's too darn bad. You try to back out now, we're gonna have real problems. Is this really what we're gonna do tonight? Shut up, nerd. You live with your mom. Okay, I'm leaving. Good luck, Aiden. What? Get wrecked, you scared little freak. Excuse Excuse me? I'm scared. Choose your cards wisely, you risless maggot, for they shall be your last. I'm out, Suzak. Oh, come on, man. You guys, you don't want to play a game with me? We never get to hang out, all three of us. I just want to spend some quality time with you guys. I miss you guys. I didn't know you felt that way, man. Okay, I'll play one game with you. It'll be the last thing you ever do! I told you! Welcome to the semester's parent-teacher conference. My name is Principal O. Yes, you have a question? Hi, I'm Famine's dad. Wait, there! You see what I'm talking about with the weird names? John, we've talked about this. Take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. I just want to make sure this is gonna be a safe learning environment for him. Then why did you name him Famine? It's like you want him to get bullied. John! I haven't even met this kid and I don't like him. That's why you're still a substitute, John. We already used war and pestilence on our first two. God help us. Sure, I will take that under account and make a note of it. Yes, you had something to say? I named my son Dad. Was there a question? No, I just wanted to share. Okay, well, thank you. Yes, you in the back. My son Rover thinks he's a dog. Whose fault is that? John, it's nobody's fault. He named his son Rover. It's somebody's fault. You're 100% right. Who am I kidding? Nobody tell him he's not a dog. I need him to figure it out on his own. I need a violent hobby. Don't tell Rover he's not a dog. You're actually writing that down. I'll lose sleep over it. What's the school policy on litter boxes? Hey, Dad, oh, come on! What's cracking, my boy? You are using my Gillette Labs razor again! Well, somebody's got to. I've seen fruit with more facial hair than you. Dad joke. It's not a dad joke, Dad. It's barely a burn. You're barely 100 pounds soaking wet. What? Dad joke. That's not what that means, and you can't just take something without asking. That's not what your mom said last night. Excuse me? She said this built-in green exfoliating bar and flex disc give you a cleaner, longer-lasting shave. Oh, she actually said that. Best a man can get just keeps getting better. And you just keep getting older. I bet your social security number's 1. Son joke. That's not a thing, son. You know what? Keep the razor. Happy Father's Day. Hey, my dudes. My name is Joe Kappa, and you're getting... What is it? You're getting merch. Right, what he said. And it's only available for the next 13 days at decafmerch.com or the link in our bio. That's at the end, Joe. You gotta show them our stuff first. Oh, right. We got shirts and mugs and... Where are the hats? It's on your head, Joe. Oh. Yeah, it says you're getting decaf on it. Yeah, it does. So click the link in our bio or visit decafmerch.com. You know, it would be great if you could look excited. I am excited. This is my excited face. That's gonna need work. We should go again. All right.
Her dog named Lily unfortunately had to be put down due to her health. So on the way there, she wanted to give her a piece of chocolate to enjoy, knowing it was her final moments of life, saying that all dogs should be able to know what chocolate tastes like before they go to heaven. Every single morning when she would come downstairs, her dog named Nellie would be at the bottom waiting to greet her, and would be so excited to see her every day. Even if Nellie wasn't feeling good, she would always be there. But as Nellie got older, she started suffering from dementia and other physical problems, and would sometimes forget her routine. On her last day alive, Nellie was still by the stairs. After she passed away, nothing prepared her owner for the first day Nellie wouldn't be there waiting for her, missing her best friend. After her dog passed away from cancer, people always ask her why she hasn't fixed her couch, but she said it reminds her of her dog because this was her favorite spot to lay down. These two dogs, Charlie and Harper, grew up together and became best friends, spending all the time side by side playing, until Charlie got cancer, and Harper still sat by her side even when she wasn't feeling good. Unfortunately, Charlie passed away in late December, and immediately after, they noticed Harper knew what happened, laying around sad, and can even see it in her eyes she knows Charlie is gone. They said, the only thing more painful than losing a dog is seeing your other dog lose their best friend. Shortly after one of his dogs had to be put to sleep after 13 years, he noticed that 45 minutes later, his other dog was outside looking sad and then started howling, almost like his other dog knew it happened. This guy takes large tree trunks and carves them to look exactly like people's dogs who passed away as a custom order. These look incredible as he carves out every single detail of the dog and even paints them at the end as well. He even made one as a bench so the person could sit next to their dog again when they put it in their backyard. This man was camping outside of an animal shelter 5 hours before they opened so he could adopt this dog. He sat there peacefully just reading his book as he waited, and it paid off for him. This was the moment he finally adopted his new friend. He started to realize his dog was obsessed with horses because he would stare at this picture in their house of a horse, and then when he watched Yellowstone, he would watch it non-stop, seeing all of them on the TV. So one day, he decided to take him to see a real horse, and when they finally got there, he was amazed and wouldn't take his eye off the horses. He may have been a cowboy in his past life. Every morning when he's getting ready for work, his dog and his daughter will sit together and look outside the window watching dog walkers and joggers go by. Even his dog wraps its arm around his daughter, making sure she doesn't fall. He said, every single day, this is their morning routine. She was taking her dog named Whiskey on a walk when her dog kept pulling her, chasing after something. She couldn't figure out what Whiskey was trying to run after until she finally just let her off the leash and then realized that she was trying to catch the moon. She said, it was the most adorable thing I've ever seen in my life.
I love freaking out the kids I work with by speaking their native language, right? So I'm teaching a brother and a sister. And the brother turns to his little sister and he says something to her in Mandarin. I see my opportunity. I look at him, I go, 你说中文吗? I won't lie, I thought it was going to be an opportunity where we bond because we speak the same language. I think that every single time, and every time I'm wrong because he looks at me like I recited his home address to him and he's like, 我说中文. I'm thinking, we're not going to talk about this again because he does not look pleased with me. Then a couple minutes later, he passes me a piece of paper and on it is something written in Mandarin. Immediately, I know it's a test. If I don't pass this, he doesn't respect me. He's like, what does this say? I'm like, it says 我. He's like, what does that mean? I'm like, it means I or me. That's when I realized the fear in his eyes wasn't fear at all. Actually, it was fear a little bit, but it was fascination because he did not expect me being able to understand his Mandarin. So he starts passing me all these characters to read to him. He's like, can you read these 3 characters? I'm like, yeah, that says Li Wangpeng. He's like, that's my name. He was so excited because I could read his Chinese name, and I was so excited because I could read his Chinese name. I'm getting a little nervous because my Mandarin can only take me so far, and he's asking me questions like, 你为什么学习中文? And his sister looks at me after I answered those questions, and she's like, you can understand. You don't speak it very well, but you can understand. Thank you. Ouch. Thank you. She said it again. She's like, yeah, you can't speak it very well. She was like 5, so I'm gonna let it slide, but that hurt. Then their mom comes to pick them up, right? He runs to his mom and he starts whispering something in her ear, and then she turns around and goes, wow, you speak Mandarin? He was so excited. He told his mom. That's the bonding I was talking about. That's the bonding. I learn as many languages as I do purely for the gossip and the flex. You might be like, really? You spend this many hours learning this many languages for the tea? Yes, okay? And recently I went to a party and this guy sat down next to me. We get to talking. He's like, oh, you're Russian. Do you speak any Russian? And I'm like, я говорю по-русски немножко. That's like the only sentence I can say off the top of my head. He's like, oh, damn, I'd love to learn my family's language and like get more in touch with my heritage, but I can speak it like a little bit, just not really well. And I'm like, oh, what's the language? He says Mandarin. I look at him, I go, 我可以说一点中文. He's like, shut up, you do not speak Mandarin. I'm like, this is the only reason I learn it. Yes, I do. He's like, okay, 你多大了? I'm like, 19岁. He's like, shut up. Delectable. Okay, picture it. A random victim at a random party. He sits down next to a white girl. He's a little drunk. He's a little high. And she starts speaking Mandarin to him. He never saw it coming. But he did say he thought I was Colombian, though. So in one of my videos, I started it off by saying that girls can be FBI agents, like we can just find anyone, and a bunch of guys were in my comment section being like, guys can do that too, women aren't special, like, and whatever, the usual. And I didn't really pay it any mind, but then some guy was in my comment section and he was like, oh yeah, if you're so good, then you find something about me. And I was bored and I had free time, so I went on Instagram and looked up his same TikTok handle and found his account, and I just commented, you use the same profile picture on Instagram that you do TikTok. And he was like, do better, find something more personal. And then some girl comes in the comment section and reads this man to filth. She's like, your name is Zach, you grew up in Michigan, you went to NSS high school, you're best friends with Chelsea, she's married to Donovan and they have a kid together, you like Eminem and Tupac. All that from a private account. He asked and she said, I can do it, but it's gonna cost you everything. God, I love my comment section.
I'm currently going through the 5 stages of grief, so please be mindful. On that note, where the fuck is my child?
To the room of people who have rooms of people that they love one day docked away. Just because we check the guns at the door doesn't mean our brains will change from hand grenades. You loving on the psychopath sitting next to you. You loving on the murderer sitting next to you. You think I'd get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said, Please don't forget. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse.
If somebody doesn't like your attitude, just sing them this song. La 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 la, la 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 la. Get the fuck over it.
My mom always says, if your friend jumps off the bridge, you're gonna jump too. Shawty, I am the friend who jumps off first.
Bitch, where's the bitch? Where is the bitch? There's the bitch.
Nifty! Hey boogie boogie bend bounce, let's go body body boom boom. Hey boogie boogie bend bounce, let's go body body boom boom. Hey boogie boogie.
How old were you when you realized dancing guapangos actually makes your butt bigger? Excuse me, I know every girl watching this is gonna send this video to her bestie like, see, I told you, Mensa, more privadas for the weekend. Turns out, dancing guapango, which is a very famous Mexican style of dancing, it's very energetic, you're moving up and down. The muscles that you're moving are mostly your gluteus maximus, your butt. And studies have found out with consistent dancing of guapangos, after a year, you can put some serious weight into the trunk in the back. Believe it or not, if you suffer with a cardboard culo, aka my type of booty, just dance some guapangos, go to privadas every weekend and do that exercise, and you'll notice within a year, your bootius maximus is gonna be goodius maximus. So, ahí está. I gave you this one for free. If you made it this far into the video, please let me know in the comment section what you think is better, tacos or burritos. Personally, burritos for me.
You graduated.
I did.
How did you even get in the building?
Someone opened the door and I walked in.
Who's someone? An adult someone or a kid?
An adult. She didn't know he
One
was
that works here?
Yeah, one of the security did.
Why do we have laws?
I just stopped by here on my way out.
But you have a list.
I do.
Why do you have a list?
It's a list of questions.
On your way out?
Yeah. The people are dying to know.
To the best of my abilities, I will answer them. Go ahead.
So many people are asking if you can adopt them as well. Me too.
I can barely take care of myself. Why do people want me to take care of them? One more person will hurt because then it's 500,000 more.
The most recent one I got said he needs a son too, so.
I need nothing.
Okay.
Let me gather my thoughts real quick. No! I don't want to wear the JoJo Siwa mask!
That's not a mask, that's all makeup, glitter.
You're gonna put makeup on me like JoJo Siwa? No.
So people want to see me do your makeup. We enter a mutually beneficial agreement. I do your makeup at 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
How do you know me so well? 100,000 and you do my JoJo Siwa makeup?
Yeah.
Are you gonna make me do the dance?
I might not, but the wolf might.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna regret. I regret that.
I'm Mexican. I like spicy food. Okay, I eat salsa with everything. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't got salsa for your food, probably don't even eat it. You know what I'm saying? Just get a smoothie. And my husband, he's Puerto Rican, and he can't do spicy food. Like if you sprinkle a little bit of pepper in his food, he's gonna flip out. Babe, is this spicy? You put spice in this? You put your Mexican stuff in this? Like it's pepper, you can't handle pepper?
There is no way this thing works. 49.
Up. Down. 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 Ha! Stupid idiot.
I will not be giving you his last name. This is terrifying. No, you're way too invested in this. I'm not telling you his last name. No.
Santiago.
No. No.
Mister!
What?
Help me out here.
No. I can't give you people's information. Why don't you go ask him for his last name?
What if you put me onto the love of my life?
I'm an English teacher. I'm not your matchmaker.
Yes, you are.
No. Never been that.
See, what if we get married and I invite you to the wedding and you get an amazing chocolate cake? Like, come on, help your sister out right here. This is black power right here. Help a black family form.
Don't guilt trip me into this.
This is black power.
Go.
No, please, don't listen to me. I'm shy. Please.
You're not shy. You heard yourself the last 2 minutes?
That's you, though. Like, I wouldn't actually say that to him in his face. I wouldn't.
You're not gonna creep him out. Just go be yourself.
If I told him I want your last name so I can stalk your Facebook, is that not gonna creep him out?
Yeah, let's not tell him that. No, I'm not giving you his last name.
I don't know, Napoleon or something? Like, tell me.
Yeah, that's it. His last name's Napoleon.
Why are you doing this to me?
I'm not doing anything to you. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go and go to class. You're gonna do the work you have to do in class. He's not even here today.
Stop. Okay, is he usually here on Fridays?
Stop basing your day on this boy. What are your other hobbies outside of school?
Mister, I feel like your business.
Do you know it's none of your business?
What?
His last name.
It's our information.
Go to
We're
class.
Married, actually.
You're not married.
We're actually engaged, so it's my permission.
Can we graduate high school first? Can we do that first? You don't know his last name. You're not engaged.